Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
Monday Live with Alan and Greg. And tonight we have MJ as our
Hap-
guest host.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. This is like your fourth or fifth time on the show, something like that.
I think I was one of your first guests last January too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you.
might just be a tradition,
I think so.
first guest
Yeah.
of the year.
So for today, because it's the first of the new year, I've got a glass of champs, and I
Oh,
want to toast you guys to
I have sweet tea. Good enough.
a continued series with much success. Everyone loves hanging out with you on a Monday. So
Wow.
cheers to the new year. Good health.
Good
That's
health
what
and Happy New Year to everyone.
Cilantro.
And it's so funny. This is from New Year's Eve, but I have one of those champagne stoppers.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
And it keeps the bubbles in, so it's still good.
Okay,
Wow, killer.
Mhm.
cool.
Now, MJ owns another record here on the channel, too. She's been the longest, like,
Yeah.
we went 3 hours
It
one
was
time.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Just to
was
say
fun.
we did it.
I'm all breaking records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Not no offense, MJ, but I'm not sure I want to try a 3-hour show again. You know.
Oh no. I was up at 5 today, so 9:30 is probably my max.
Okay, 9:30 is your max. That's when my voice. About an hour and a half is when my voice just starts to
Mm-hmm.
give out.
Yeah, and I streamed most of the morning today, so
Yeah.
that takes a lot out of you.
You're doing the boot camp.
Yeah, Courtney Tangible Reads boot camp readathon. It's a lot of fun. There are sprints all the time from now until the 15th, and they want people to incorporate little tidbits of a healthy lifestyle. So drink more water, move a little, stretch a little, clean up your diet a little bit. Baby steps lead to miles. That's what I say.
Right.
And it's just a nice way to kick off the year too.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to James. Hello, James.
Hello.
Hello, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Constance is here. Hello, Constance. Hey, we've got Gareth in the house.
Hugs.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about Gareth.
Yeah, I'm talking to them because I'll let the cat out of the bag.
Mhm.
Is that I'm going to be in London in May for a couple of days.
No, Ireland in May, right?
No, Ireland in May. And in London, October for a couple of days.
And I'm trying to talk him into coming here for St. Pat's Day.
That might happen, Al. I've been checking the planes and the hotels and
yeah, you don't need to rent a car. We'll do it up just around.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
So you'll have to get an agenda of things to do in Portland.
Powell's.
Yeah.
Powell's is definitely on my list.
And then just restaurants and there's always an event like down by the river in the summertime. It's always popping off.
Yeah. Voodoo donuts, to say that you had a voodoo donut.
Yeah, I like the one with bacon on them.
Yeah.
I love the bacon donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, we'll do that on the way to the Oyster House.
Nice.
Okay. Nicole is here. Hey, Nicole.
Here.
Gareth says October, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make an announcement to all the English or everyone who's sort of near London.
Come on down, see Greg.
Come down and have a beer and whatever else you want to do, and
go book shopping.
Go book shopping. Show me all the good bookstores.
You'll be overwhelmed.
Oh, he's going to Greece. I hope it's not overlapping.
Ah. Yeah, Greece is killer too.
It is. Mm-hmm. I'll be going to Greece in 2007.
Wait, 2007? You're time traveling?
No, 2027.
Oh yeah.
We have a Mediterranean cruise.
Nice. Nice.
I get the Greece and all the other areas.
Yeah.
Around there.
I could do that Mediterranean diet.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mediterranean food a lot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So MJ,
Yeah.
you know this is our book channel. So what books have you been reading? Have you been reading any interesting books lately?
Well, I don't know about interesting, but the longest book, I'm still reading Alchemized.
Oh, I
Oh.
DNF'd that puppy.
I know you did. I know. And this is all I have left. So I'm almost 800 pages in. That's all I have left. And I'll definitely finish while I'm on vacation.
I DNF'd around page 400, I think.
Yeah. It's not what I thought it was going to be going into it, but I don't mind it. And I'm not exactly sure why, but I don't mind it. I find the characters interesting. Go ahead.
You know, there was a booktuber who absolutely went on a rampage
Oh yeah.
about how much she hated that book.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And there's a whole thing with that. And I'm going to be doing kind of a video touching on that a little bit, but some people won't read the book just because of that. And I don't think that's right, you know, but
I didn't get to the point where I was getting feathers ruffled.
yeah, you know, I think it was something else, but whatever.
Okay.
So I just finished Sweet Valley High. This is Earthquake. And that was fun. I read that between yesterday and today. It takes place like right after an earthquake happens, and there's nothing but drama and danger and trauma, and there's no like usual Sweet Valley High hijinks. It's like an episode of ER. Like it was pretty good.
that would scare me.
Yeah, and it happens in California. It was kind of a disaster book. And then I'm still reading, Alan, the Salman. See, I go from Sweet Valley High to Salman Rushdie. That's my channel.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the Salman Rushdie, the 11th Hour. Little story here, little story there. I'm like halfway through now.
Okay, I can go back to that. I should go back to it.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't devote enough time to it. I was going to ask you about it.
It's just, it's kind of for the time of year.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to hear stuff about like, you know, finality and fatality and the end of things. I was like, I need something lighter right now.
I think that had a lot to do with me too.
Yeah. You know, so little
birthdays are the holidays, and my late mother's the day before my birthday. And then.
Yeah. And happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. It was cool.
Cool.
So how many stories are in that collection?
There's 4.
So they're really not short stories; they're novellas.
No.
Right. Except the last one is short.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like his writing.
Yeah, it's got a good sense of humor. I like the Rushdie sense of humor and kind of sarcastic and ironic.
Yeah.
Well, I mostly know him from Midnight's Children.
Okay.
Which is just a brilliant book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read a few of his other books that they liked okay, but the problem is when you read a book that's absolute brilliance and then you read an okay book, it just sort of like lets you down a little bit. Like
you would like Satanic Verses, though. That's a good book.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Yeah, he's written a lot of books.
He has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've only read those 2, and then now the short ones.
Yeah. I was going to say something and I forgot. Well, it'll come back to me.
Anything else, or that's just what you're working on now?
That's what I'm working on now. And I want to shout out this book that I got for Christmas. This is the most random book, but it also fits me perfectly. It's The Notebook, A History of Thinking on Paper. And it's all about notebooks and the history of notebooks and the different types of notebooks that are out there. And it's fascinating.
That sounds just right up your alley.
Yeah, nonfiction by Roland Allen. And it really just talks about different journaling styles and things like that and the history of journaling. So it's pretty cool for anybody out there that likes offbeat nonfiction.
Okay. Now, I was just sort of thinking about journaling is like that would not have been popular until like paper was a common commodity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Because everything was oral tradition. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Papyrus.
sheepskin. The
Yeah.
monks in Ireland.
Sure. Or writing on the walls, graffiti on the
Yeah.
caves.
So when did journaling take off? Like,
I have no idea. I didn't get there yet.
does it say in the book? Like,
No. No, I've skimmed it and I've heard good reviews about it, but I haven't officially started.
Oh, you haven't officially started it yet.
No. Mm-mm. There's
All
different
right.
chapters that
Journal
talk
a
about
lot.
different techniques. The what?
I used to journal a lot. I'm looking at all my Mead composition notebooks, like diary too. Or I'd do a special journal for like a trip or.
Yeah.
But yeah, daily journal.
Come on back to it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about trying to write for what was the Eerie Frequencies, Jake's anthology that I put out with Chris at Liminal Spaces and that.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing another one in a horror anthology too.
That's cool.
April's the deadline.
Nice.
Well, Alan, get cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to think of an idea or a longish poem, dark poem.
Mm-hmm. You've got it in you for sure.
Give it a shot. Do it.
Yeah, think about it.
Sweet. What are you guys reading?
Oh, I'm going
There's
to
Zach.
Zach
Zach is
reads.
awesome. Mm-hmm. Zach is
Albert the
amazing.
Conjugator.
Hey, Albert.
Hey,
And
Albert.
Jess Book Girl TV. Hello,
Hey, Jess.
Zach, Albert, and Jess.
Hey, Jess. Hey,
Yeah,
John.
Alan, what have you been reading?
Well, first I want to show my Cthulhu t-shirt from Cayman Islands.
Nice.
I call it Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
I
Like
think
a
it's
little
a stingray.
tentacle. Yeah, it's purple stingray. Actually, it looks black, but when you look at it, it's purple.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wanted to say something too, and I forgot.
It happens.
I've been reading like nothing but Gravity's Rainbow. I've luckily been able to dive back into it.
Mm.
And, actually, like really follow along and remember where it's going and stuff. It's got to weed through a lot of weirdness, though, and we're just getting to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm on page 75 or 72 or 75 or something like that. In my
Yeah, you're right up with me, and you're really knocking it out of the park this month already with your reading.
Yeah,
I've been keeping track.
you don't even know what I've been doing this past week.
Not exactly, but I know you finished
Spring Snow.
Spring Snow, and then you finished the Le Guin.
I have not finished the Le Guin.
See, I'm waiting for that to show up on Libby, but I'm tempted to go get like the anthology at Powell's. Yeah, Constance said Weird Frequencies. That's it.
Cool.
It sold pretty well too, evidently, and so they're going to do it again.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, and then the second one's going to be sci-fi again.
Le Guin is basically known for science fiction and some fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if you know the MJ, but we're doing Le Guin's Hainish cycle, which includes about 8 books, I think.
Okay.
I've read a couple of them before.
Nice.
And one of them is one of my all-time favorite science fiction novels. So sort of excited to, that's The Left Hand of Darkness.
Yeah.
You don't know about that one?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's
yeah,
really
I've only read The Dispossessed, and that was on Audible, so I still have it, but I want to get the text. We're not reading that for a while, though.
No, that's not until January, February, March, April.
Yeah, but I've been wanting to get into Le Guin for a while.
Well, go ahead and pick up the anthology that has the first 3 books in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing is like she. I mean, there are some authors who do their best work in their first book, and they're always living it down.
Mm-hmm.
Le Guin is one of those authors who kept learning as she wrote, so her novels get better and better as she goes along.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Michael K. Vaughan mentioned the Great Library Edition has the introduction by her. That the other
The
one,
Library of America.
of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll have it at Powell's. Wonder how much it'll be.
Well, the problem is the Library of America is 2 volumes.
Oh, so it'll be a lot.
And brand new, they are $35 to $40 each.
Yeah.
So
I kind of use copy.
maybe, you never know.
You will.
I found last summer a used copy of Library of America, John Steinbeck.
Ooh, that's fun.
And I already had it, but it was in a little free library, so
Oh,
Yeah.
I snagged it and mailed it off to Randy Ray.
Nice.
yeah, very.
Well, it was a summer of Steinbeck. I couldn't leave it in the little free library.
Right.
Yeah, I go by we have a nice little free library. That's where I got the Cthulhu Mythos from.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cover with the little bookmark and gilded edges.
Mm-hmm.
And I go by on the bus and try to see if it's packed or not. But I always drop things off when I go there too.
Nice.
Yeah.
True story. I've never been to a little free library.
Oh,
No.
I'm sure they're in your neighborhood somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere
there's
in your
actually
driveway.
one I drive by all the time, but the parking isn't the best. But I always peek and I look to see how
Yeah.
filled it is.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the thing about little free libraries is usually it's stuff you don't want.
Yeah. Or mostly children's books or something.
Every now and then you come up with a gem.
Yeah. Love
And that's
that.
why you keep checking.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I found Waiting for Godot in one. This is one
Nice.
of my friend Patricia H. Commenter Extraordinaire visits from Washington. There's like an app with all the little free libraries she likes
Yeah. Yeah.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of libraries around,
Mhm.
like Friends of the Library Bookshop, and there's in my neighborhood, there's a couple libraries. One's indoor, outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
He brings them outside.
Yeah.
Find a lot of good stuff there, but
Oh,
So
yeah.
let me get to some comments because someone has a good question that's going to be a good segue into what I've read.
Ooh.
Alan, Weird Frequencies. I just got my copy, read one story so far. Hey, Fred.
hey,
doing?
man,
So here's Literish. To each of you, but particularly Greg, imagine this. The end is nigh. The power goes off. Everyone is on their own. Which book would be the first from your library to use for fire, and which is the last? Now, this is an interesting segue about The End is Nigh. Because one of the books that I just finished reading the other day was a reread of War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest science fiction novels ever written. I've read like 5 or 6 times. I was buddy reading it with Bad as Rad. She had never read a lot of science fiction before. So there is a scene in this book where you have the narrator. He's trapped in a house that's surrounded by Martians.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get out. He has no food, limited water. And all of a sudden, a stray dog wanders in. And Bad is going, if you were really desperate, would you eat a dog?
No.
yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
If I didn't name him first, I don't. I mean, if you're desperate, come on.
No.
Well, then this is the sort of situation where people eat dead comrades and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dog would be.
But here was my take. If it happened to me, and I was 61 years old, like I am now, I said, I've had a pretty good life. If the situation is that bad, it's not going to get any better anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
You take
And
the
I'm going,
bill.
you know something? I'll just die. I'll leave the dog alone.
Yeah, I would too.
Now,
I don't know if
countered that with,
your stomach would let you.
let's say I was 21 again,
Uh-huh.
and I could really see how I could contribute to the rebirth and regrowth of civilization afterwards. Then would I be tempted to eat that dog?
No. No.
So you're hard no on eating a dog.
Yes. No.
You
No.
need a cat?
No.
Then I guess you would need a person.
No.
All right.
They would have to, they have to be really, really tasty. You know.
Okay, but let's get back to Literacy's question.
Yeah.
Would you ever start burning your books if you needed them in the freezing cold?
If I had to, I would start with the authors that piss me off the most. That's where it would start, and it would start probably with my Neil Gaiman collection.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all still kind of miffed about it, even though there's like no news or anything going on with it. We're still, you know.
He just sort of dropped off the radar, and
yeah, and I've been checking. Well, his court case went federal, and it was dropped because of jurisdiction. The judge said, because it was a civil case, not criminal. The judge said that the jurisdiction was inappropriate because the victim or where it happened was in New Zealand. So they're putting it on the victim to press charges in New Zealand, I guess.
I guess that sort of makes sense.
Yeah. So that's where it's at. There's nothing. He has not shown his face. He has not talked about anything. No, not one blip, nothing. Which is fine, you know.
Well, for me, I'm burning books. I would probably start with the books that I have a lot of books I don't really care about.
The Bible.
Maybe. Now that goes with the fact is like after that, I would start burning by popularity. How common is this book? Like Stephen King. I can burn Stephen King without really worrying about it because I know there'll be plenty of other Stephen King copies somewhere in the world.
Right, but what if you only had vintage copies, first editions? What would you do then?
I don't know. That'd be a fun question.
Right.
You know?
Like, which author do I like the least? You know,
I know exactly what book I'd pick for both questions. I would burn Bob Honeydew Stuff by Sean Penn first. And last,
you have a copy of that?
No, I burned it. No, I threw it across the room and someone kicked out the door.
Oh my gosh.
But if I had a copy, that's one. I'm going to buy it for Greg someday.
No, you're not, Alan. Don't waste your money on a book that I will never
I
read.
like it.
No, I won't.
If you didn't like it, how is Greg going to like it?
I don't know, because every book I recommend he doesn't like anyway. Then Finnegan's Wake would be the last one. That's my deathbed book.
Yeah, I have one or two rare books that would be. I can show you probably my rarest book.
I just Googled. I had a rare copy of Ulysses, a Dennis Rose Everyman's edition when it came out in '96. It's worth a lot of money now. It was like signed and numbered.
Nice.
Yeah, at the time it wasn't worth anything. It just came out when I happened to be there.
This is my rarest book.
Woo! Look how pretty.
Is that the Vollman?
Yes, William Vollman.
Yeah.
Love it.
This is his essay. He calls it an essay. It's about 3,500 pages long in 7 volumes.
Wow.
About the justification of the use of violence. And it's every volume is signed.
Yeah.
And there were 1,500 copies of this printed.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
kind of rare. It's signed.
Would you fight for that to hold on to that book? Would you fight something or someone to hold on to that book?
I might, you know.
Okay.
Or seek a cat on him.
I don't know. You like Vollman a lot too, so that.
Yep.
Yeah, you haven't read that yet, have you?
I've read the first book, and I just have to set aside a year.
Yeah.
Now he's actually coming out with a new novel this year.
Oh.
4 volumes, 3,400 pages long.
But he calls it a novel?
He calls it a novel.
Wow. That's wild.
Right.
And it got him dropped by his publisher.
Oh.
They say, we can't do this.
We don't want this.
We don't want this. Because he's well respected as an author, but
right.
He does not bring in the cash.
Yeah. That's a hard sell for for somebody that's not like a fan.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my last one I would probably save.
Okay.
That's an interesting question. Also, Pat probably becomes the director of the new comic. I would be first to swear allegiance. I would have swear allegiance to Pat's commune.
Yeah, I would be a warrior for Pat. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Pat dictators need turtlenecks to make sure they keep some of the bomb. I don't. Do I own a turtleneck? I think I own a turtleneck. I must own a turtleneck. Well, I used to own turtlenecks when I was working because it's kind of a semi-formal thing to wear without wearing a button-down shirt or a tie.
Mm-hmm. Business casual.
Business casual. I mean, I was in IT. They didn't really expect IT people to dress up.
Yeah, there's no real definition for business casual,
right?
For a woman, there's not.
The readathon has started. People have started commenting. Yeah, I'm halfway through Rocannon's World right now. I guess I should start making some of my comments. But we'll save it for Voxer. I'd love to join you all in April. I really want to read The Left Hand of Darkness. We'll do it, Constance. You don't have to read everything to join this group. Just the books that you want to read.
Yeah, I want to read it too, Constance. Maybe we could buddy read.
Well, it's a whole group. You're buddy reading with a lot of people.
Yeah, you're more than a buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
How you doing? Lee and I are buddy reading On Ugliness by Umberto Eco this month.
Ooh, Umberto.
Yeah, well, I think he's more editor than author.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about art history.
Nice.
And how ugliness is portrayed.
Yes.
In art.
Yes.
I read the internet. It's kind of fascinating. It's just like how people view. How do you define ugly?
It's subjective.
It totally is subjective. And he mentioned it in this essay that there was a science fiction story by Frederick Brown called Sentinel, or actually that's how I was listening to the book, but it's actually Sentry, because the book is translated from Italian. So someone had to translate an English title into Italian, and then from Italian into English. So it got muddled, but it describes a character describing this horribly ugly alien. And then you sort of realize that this person is describing a human being.
Mm.
Ah, yeah.
And it's actually the alien that's putting out the opinion.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I have to find that story now.
Yeah. Every time I hear Umberto Eco, I think of Jason Harrigan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jason Harrigan was going to do a big Umberto Eco read along at one point.
Yeah.
We did one book, and then he had to go away.
Which book did you do?
The Name of the Rose.
Well, The Name of the Rose is
good.
Readable, yeah.
Now, Foucault's Pendulum.
I have it.
Read when I was in my 20s, and it's like
a lot of Jewish mysticism in it.
Way over my head.
Yeah.
Sephiroth, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be right back.
Okay.
All right. So Garrett's favorite is The Dispossessed. Okay. Constance saying hello to Lee. MJ, you should do a little free library video.
I should. Because I've never been to one. I should plan out like a local tour and just make a video one day. Maybe in the spring. Maybe when it gets nice out.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm going to, and then I don't.
Well, the problem with a little free library video tour is you can get your camera and your tour bath, and just every bot is just a dud.
Yeah.
It would only be good if you found something at least mildly interesting.
Right. Or maybe I would have to leave something mildly interesting in them.
Yeah.
Now, Jason Harrigan, he was on the show once.
I know.
Yeah, I need to write him a letter.
He's one of my favorite BookTube people. I miss him.
I know he's in Shannon, Ireland, and he's busy with his family and that. It's his book shop, but yeah, I'd like to send him a card or something.
So Gareth says, random comment, I watched La La Land tonight and loved
I
it.
have that soundtrack. That is one of my favorite movies. So good.
Gareth is War of the Worlds is set near me.
Is it really?
Lee Heavens no. Share with your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly I would never be able to eat a dog.
I would never be able to eat Watson. Come on. That face.
Well, Watson's your family.
Yeah, and my baby.
I'm also a hard no as Jim MJ.
That's a hard no.
and I won't get, but the story sort of does not get around to the fact, would he actually do it? But it was an interesting question to think about. If you were stuck in there, who would and who wouldn't? War of the World. Speaking of dogs, MJ, how is Watson doing?
Watson is doing great, thank you. He is 7 now, and last Friday he had to have surgery.
Oh no, what happened?
He had infected tooth, so he had to have dental surgery, and he was there from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night, and they wound up pulling 3 teeth, and they gave him a good dental cleaning. And I saw the bill and I said, this is why I have pet insurance. Pulling the teeth was cheaper than cleaning the teeth, believe it or not.
I believe that. Less work.
Yeah, but he's good. I've been home with him, and he's, we're giving him his antibiotics and his painkillers. He's fine. After work, when we picked him up after, it was like nothing happened. He's wagging his tail. He's barking at everybody, wants to meet everybody. Like nothing happened.
Crazy
Thank
good.
you for asking, Fred.
I did not know Watson had a issue.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything either.
Yeah, I don't have pet insurance because I got 4 cats, and I would just imagine what my pet insurance bill would be every month.
But the thing is, like, you have a deductible, and if you meet the deductible, then everything that you pay, you get back. It's much like a human, and it pays for itself if you have to go.
Yeah, well, I heard Costco is starting pet insurance.
I'm sure. I have it through Nationwide.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's honestly, I recommend it to anyone that has a pet, especially if it's like, a new member of your family. Because as the dog ages, the price keeps going up, which is hard on the insurance company, but yeah, it's good to have.
Greg, what if the dog had been killed and cooked? Sorry, MJ, and you just had the option to eat.
I would use it for bait for something bigger.
Smart.
Yeah, I'll catch a coyote or something like that.
You need a coyote before you, and not worry about a coyote.
Because I'm not friends with a coyote, and I can't really have them in the house. So yeah, I don't think I would eat a fox though. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't, because they're almost domesticated.
Well, I had a mangy fox, and I was trying to catch him. And because we have this organization near where we live that says if you can catch the mangy fox in a humane trap, we will come over and give it the mange injection.
Yeah.
But I never could catch it, and he went off the Caribbean. So
you just
don't know what happened to him.
You just have to feed them. That's all. They'll come around.
Well, what I do nowadays is we have a compost pile in our backyard. And when we have food scraps, a lot of times I just dig a hole and dump the food scraps in. So instead of throwing it in the landfill,
Right.
And I noticed that some critter has been digging that food scraps up.
Ooh, you should put a camera out there.
Yeah, camera.
I should.
Mhm. My dog's
I
knocking on
have
the door.
outdoor motion cameras, but I don't think the Wi-Fi reaches far enough for it to
My
work.
dad catches mountain lions, all kinds of stuff in Arizona
That's
on
awesome.
his camera. See?
Yeah, so Lee says, well, I agree. Neil is the first to go here too.
Yeah, just no.
Stephen King can go too.
I have to open the door for Watson. He wants to come in.
Oh, let
okay.
Watson join.
Yeah.
Want to come in? He's walking in. I don't think he's going to come up or not, but let's see.
Hello, Watson.
There he is. There he
Can
goes.
you say your name, Watson? Watson.
What?
Watson.
He's coming right over. What? Who's here? What?
Hi there, boy.
Hi, everybody.
Uh-huh.
There. Hi. Hi, baby. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yes.
I had a cat walk by. If she comes back again, I might grab her.
Ooh.
Give her
Yeah.
a couple kisses on the camera.
Yeah. Pets are always welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, buddy.
One of the dog owners in my building said if I wanted to, I could like babysit her dog. She's got like a little pug puppy and walk the dog.
You should. I mean, Alan. You should try walking and taking care of other people's pets before you commit, because
What?
it can be a long commitment adopting a dog.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I had one lived 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
Miniature Schnauzer, Angus. I got a Chihuahua named Peppy.
Alan, I picked up a book by Alan Watts.
I love Alan Watts.
Inspection books have you read that you would recommend?
No, not exactly. No, that was Carl Young. I watch him on YouTube. They've got like AI Alan Watts. There's kind of controversy about, that's not his real voice. It's not him talking. People go, yeah, but it's his like inspiration and all this.
Yeah.
But
I like one of my favorite books is the Gifts of Imperfection by Dr. Brene Brown. It's a fantastic book that I recommend to everyone. And it's light philosophy, more life lessons, but you absolutely can get something out of it. Everybody can get something out of it.
yeah, I like her.
Love her. Good boy. What?
Yeah, I like Thich Nhat Hanh
Yes.
a lot, like Mud Locust
Yeah.
or Lotus.
That's fantastic. That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I used to read Charlotte Beck. She was a Zen master out of San Diego, like Everyday Zen. But like my favorite self-help guy is still Wayne Dyer.
Yeah.
And Real Magic I like. Greg's going, yeah, those would be the first ones I'd burn. Yeah.
First one to burn for me.
Yeah.
The Beautiful People by Charles Beaumont is about the subjectivity of beauty. It's a Twilight Zone episode too. Yeah, I remember there's a very famous Twilight Zone episode.
What are you doing, bud?
With the woman with the bandaged face.
Oh yeah.
I kind of remember that one.
He's an alien.
Oh, badass. How did I become a dictator?
Yeah, baby.
Well, the thing is, if we're going to have a dictator, would you want Pat as a dictator?
Sure.
Who's
He'd be a good dictator.
or commune general?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Commune president. Not dictator.
Well, you just use a different type. But yeah, but
Sure.
so the Twilight Zone, I felt a bit of nostalgia over the weekend watching Highlander, the series, the 90s. I saw some of that TV show back in the 90s when it was brand new. Hi, Watson.
Hi. He says, hi, everybody.
Huh?
I don't get up here that much.
What are folks' favorite old TV shows?
Oh, there's too many.
No, I like all the detective ones, like Rockford Files. And,
Emergency, Adam 12.
well, my dad's a retired fire paramedic, so Emergency was the shite.
Oh yeah, I used to have the board game when I was a kid.
We did.
That was a lot of fun. I like the one. There was one from, I think it was the late 80s. It was a Friday the 13th series. Do you guys
There
remember
was a
that?
Friday the 13th series.
And it was like 3 seasons long, and it was all about haunted objects.
Yes.
That was so good. I think Celeste is watching it, and she said it's available on YouTube. I might have to binge that at some point. Those were fun.
Did you ever see the TV show about the same time called Monsters?
I don't think so.
That was sort of like a series, like every episode was a different story, different characters, and so forth. And it was based on the title. It was about monsters.
That's fun.
But I guess my favorite old TV show would be Red Dwarf.
That's not that old.
It was new back in the 90s or before
90s.
the 90s.
90s. Yeah.
Before the 80s, I think.
Kung Fu,
yeah.
David Carradine. Or In Search of with Leonard Nimoy.
Those were good. That was a lot of fun. I love all that spooky stuff. What are you doing?
Oh, poor Watson, says Pat.
Yeah, he's okay.
Good idea about the bait. Fred, I adored Mission Impossible, and the TV shows of the week were the detective TV shows McCloud, McClane and the Wife, and Columbo.
Columbo, yeah.
Yes.
I was remembering, like, when I was a real little kid, we lived on, like, South Street in Toledo, and I would sleep over at my friend's house on Fridays. Out of Detroit, there was, like, a horror movie, or Night Gallery or something, with a Dracula guy come on show horror films at midnight. It's like a big deal for me to get to sleep over and party down and watch horror movies.
So Chris from Liminal Spaces, hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Zach, I gave The Dispossessed a 1.5 star and Laser Heaven's 3.5. Those are the only 2 Le Guins I have tried.
I found Dispossessed kind of complicated. I need to get the text and read it.
It is a complicated book. And it's not an adventure story like some people like in their science fiction. So
kind of romantic, the genders are.
No, you're talking about the Left Hand of Darkness that has the ambiguous genders.
Okay, but I haven't read that though. I guess I'm not explaining it, but not genders, but just male-female relationships. I remember it.
I don't remember that part of the book.
Oh,
I don't think it was. At least that part was not significant to me. Red, that's great. I found it's nice to delve back into shows I enjoyed when I was younger. Pat does not want to be the dictator. That's the problem. The ones you don't want to be are probably the ones that will be best at it.
Right.
Yeah, like we already voted when you were out of the room.
Hey, Jim, Mystery and Mayhem. I love Mama's Family and Three's Company. Okay.
Three's Company. That was fun.
Mama's Family.
Chris like Red Dwarf. Gareth like Red Dwarf. Okay. I got a couple of people.
Never heard of Red Dwarf. Never heard of that.
Knights Holloway. I love Monsters and Tales from the Dark Side. Yeah, I like the Tales of the Dark Side series too.
Now I remember that one. I think I have to go and check it out.
Leak says the original Doctor Who.
Yes.
I liked the original Doctor Who. I started when Tom Baker was still Doctor Who, and then it went through. I like Peter Davidson. Okay. And I like Colin Baker, even though everyone else hated him.
The War Doctor?
What?
Is that the War Doctor?
Not the War Doctor. He was the one with the big puffy hair and the sort of jester outfit.
I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Most people hate him, but I thought he brought a little bit of surliness to the character that
Yeah. Do you know there's actually on my TV, like, I don't know, because everything is connected to the internet now, but there's actually like a Doctor Who streaming channel that just shows all of the old episodes, which is pretty cool for free. Like you could just tune in and there's like some random Doctor Who channel on.
Yeah, when I was watching it, this had been starting in the late 80s. It was on PBS.
Yes.
It played on Sunday nights. Starting at 7 p.m. or something like that.
6:30.
6:30 or something like that.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock was Flash Gordon. My local PBS, it was Doctor Who first and then Flash Gordon second.
Yeah, it was awesome. And the thing is, they played 6 episodes usually.
Oh, we just had a 1 episode. That was it.
No, they played like an hour and a half or something. Like maybe it was 3 episodes. We got like an hour and a half. So you got like watching a movie.
Yeah.
And maybe it was like a 6-episode story. You broke it in 2. I don't remember that much, but I remember getting off work from Crown Books as an assistant manager. Yeah. I'd buy a pizza and just sit there and watch it.
Yeah. It was mandatory watching in my house with my dad. Like we ate it up. Like I don't even know how old I was. I probably was like 10 or 11. And the best series, the best like little block was when the Master came in, and it was like the Trial of Rassilon or something like that. I bought my best friend the DVD because she never saw it. I'm like, you need to watch this. You need to watch this guy that plays the Master. Like it's so good. And I just remember like having the best time watching that series. I always wanted to go to Gallifrey.
Yep. Oh, Constance likes Red Dwarf too. See, Red Dwarf fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Craig A. Charles, who played Lister, is a great DJ over here. Plays great R&B.
Cool.
Another one, Jeff's Cave of another Red Dwarf fan.
I think you need to have a Red Dwarf watch party or something.
Maybe I would stick with the original Red Dwarf. They did reboot it later, and I haven't watched the reboots. Like I have to confess, I've never seen any of the new Doctor Who episodes.
I saw a couple of the Jodie series, and that's it. And
I just, it was a moment in time when I loved the TV show. And by the time they rebooted it, I'm over.
Yeah. Tom Baker was my favorite.
I can watch I'd watch some of the old episodes again, but I don't think I'd bother with the new ones.
Yeah. Tom Baker is the bomb.
Maybe that's sacrilege. I don't know.
It's not. We're Americans.
No, I know that the Brady Bunch came on at 8 o'clock and Partridge Family at 8:30 back in the day. Like MJ knows the time for the other one.
It's like appointment television back then. You knew exactly where you were, what time you had to be in front of the TV with your, popcorn or whatever ready.
Yeah, there was no VCRs back when I started.
No. Oh. And there were no remotes. I was the remote. My brother would say, change the channel. I was the remote. Exactly.
Yeah. Us old fogies remember that. Before cable.
Yeah.
Lee, Mystery Science.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of fun. The old episodes.
Lee Kemper, Doctor Who. Classic Doctor Who was great. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's doing well. Not a spoiler, but I noticed a main character in Cluberus was reading Left-Handed Darkness. I don't know what that is.
That's a show I've seen advertised. I want to say maybe Amazon or Netflix, but it's a modern TV show, I think.
Okay.
We talk about all that time in Lost, the series, because random characters will be reading books, and we're like, why did they pick that book? What's the
And
significance
wait
of
a
that
second.
one?
Aren't they on a desert island where are they getting their books?
From the luggage.
Okay.
But there's also a hatch that has a whole library, so that's a whole other thing. But yeah, like random characters will just be reading and we'll be like, oh, what are they reading and how does it tie into the plot? It's a lot of fun.
I remember liking it when it first came out, Lost.
That was 2004.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
All right. Doctor Who's back next Christmas. All right.
That's a long time.
It is. So book chat with Pat. How about Cult Leader?
I'm not drinking Kool-Aid though. Sorry.
No. I watched those two, Pat. Bob Newhart, Mary Tyler Moore, Carol Burnett. Oh, now we're back to books. Thank you, Fred. So what was everyone's first reads in 2006?
I read The Boy, the Horse, the Fox, and the Mole. I read it every holiday season. I think everybody should listen to it or read it. It's just a centering book, a grounding book. It reminds you what's important in this life, and it's lovely. The audiobook is 45 minutes long. Like, there's no reason why you can't do it.
45 minutes is doable.
Absolutely. And the narrator is the author, and the audiobook is so well produced. It's almost like it's a moving meditation.
So repeat the title again so I can remember it.
Let me see if I could get it right. Let me pop into my Goodreads or whatever, because I always screw it up. I always mix up the animals or something like that. But the author is Charlie Mackesy. I always say Mackesy, but I think he says Mackesy. And it's let me see. Let me get into my list. Okay. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse.
Boy, Mole,
Fox, and Horse. I bought a copy off Audible.
Yes, it's for sale for $6.92.
But it's just lovely. It's fantastic. It talks about friendship and the meaning of relationships and why, people enter your life and leave your life. And I can't recommend it enough.
Okay.
Children, adults, teenagers, everybody should listen to it once a year or read it, one or the other.
So, Alan, have you finished anything yet for 2026?
No, I haven't finished it or anything. I wanted to have my first book be Muckle Slugga, new release. Somebody reading with Angelia, but I'm not starting that till the 8th. Gravity's Rainbow.
That's just a couple days away.
What?
That's just a couple days away.
Yeah. And then I'll I'm reading like backwards or the new Greg. Then I'm going to end up reading Spring Snow at the end of the month.
Yeah, I actually finished Spring Snow already.
Yeah.
I think I should have waited till the middle of the month to start reading it towards the end, the way it's going, because the way I read, I really don't read piecemeal very well. Like the idea is read first, fourth 1 week, second, fourth next week. I do better just reading the whole book at once than try to read part, go to another book, and come back to it. So I've finished 3 books for this year already.
Nice. Wait, I think I'm with you. I think I have 3 down.
2 were audiobooks. The first one was called The Nazis, A Warning by Lawrence Reese. It was actually originally written in the 90s and revised in the 2010s. And it's basically going through how the Nazis came to power and I'm going, and the subtitle is A Warning. And I have to make a video and going like, if someone gives you a warning, maybe you better pay attention to something like this, because there's some parallels going on right now. So that was very good. And I finished War of the Worlds, as I said before.
Cool.
And then I read Spring Snow. So, and I'm on a new project to read a short story every day.
Nice.
So we'll see how far I get.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah. Be rooting for you.
So Jeff says classic Doctor Who is the best. Doesn't have much time. Don't have much time for the new series personally. Yep. Jim was like me. I started with Tom Baker's Doctor.
You know, a couple years ago, he's still alive, and he would always do like a holiday message. But if you sent him a Christmas card, he would send one to you back.
Tom Baker?
Tom Baker.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I agree. The first 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not really like the last one in the classic series. Was it Sylvester McCoy?
I don't know the name. I could just see the face.
Yeah, he didn't do much for me. Here he goes, Gareth. They experimented with the 6th Doctor, Colin Baker, deliberately making him horrible. I liked it, but I was right. I think I'm with Gareth because I liked it a lot because he had edge to him.
Yeah, is that the War Doctor? I have to Google him.
I don't know what you mean by War Doctor.
That's like the nickname that they gave him, because he was very rough and tough and had that exterior. He was like John Wick, but not John Wick.
I know.
I gotta see who Colin Baker is. Oh, he was all right. He was all right. He wasn't a fave of mine. I think that's when I started fading out. So let me see. I'm going to look up all of the Doctors.
All right. Read by Fred. Started with Tom Baker too, but tied for my favorite Baker now is John Pertwee.
Yes, he's good. That was
an also interesting twist that everything he was in England for basically every episode. He never left.
Right. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can find the Doctors.
Here we go. He's going beyond me. The 8th Doctor, Paul McGann. I don't even know him. After my time. Jeff said Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy are okay, but the show was on its last legs by that stage, treated as a red-headed stepchild by the Beeb. What show are we talking about now?
We were just talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah. The BBC books with the 8th Doctor were the best. Remember, the TV show V. I remember V.
V was excellent. V was mandatory watching in my house too. Yeah. And that was my dad. And my mom was watching it. And as soon as they opened their jaw to put the rat down, my mother's like, I'm out. And I'm like, show me more. I have the book. Remember, I picked up the vintage paperback of the entire series.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. I picked it up at a good price. I think it was like $1.
I know I'd like it.
Pat likes Lost in Space. Oh, it's kind of amusing. And the original
Robot.
V scared the poop out of me. I was way too young to see them eating mice.
It was a lot of fun. Yep. Huge.
Yep. So Jeff says, Greg, the rebooted Red Dwarf is the exact same cast. They're just older. Still good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
See, if I saw that at a used bookstore, I would buy it.
Yeah. It's awesome. The terrifying novel based on the full 10-hour NBC network series. So cool.
Scary. Lee says, did any of you ever watch Crusader Rabbit?
Doesn't ring a bell.
The name rings something, but I don't remember the show. Loved the V miniseries and the subsequent show, not so much. My mom spent a fortune on top loading VCR, and I stuck my peanut butter sandwich in it.
Love that.
I bailed Doctor Who 1.5 episodes into Capaldi.
I'll tell you what, the Capaldi, if you made it through, he's up there for me. He's up there for me. You know, give him another chance if you feel like going down that road again. He's one of my favorites. I was so upset when he left.
Well, I think that I saw someone said the tradition now is you get 3 years. And then
I don't know how long Capaldi had. I don't think it was that long. Maybe 2. I don't know.
Peter Capaldi was a great doctor, but sometimes the writing was dodgy. Spring Snow was my first read. I'm so glad Doctor Who is going back to where it belongs. Un-Disneyfy it.
I know, because I can't watch it anywhere unless it's on that one streaming channel.
They put it on Disney, or they make it like a Disney show?
I think maybe she means making it like a Disney show. I don't know. What do you mean, Constance?
Yeah, I have not watched the new one, so I don't know.
They're more poppy.
Also, didn't I hear they'd gone from the extended format show storyline, where you used to have a storyline that was usually 6 episodes, and they've gone down to 1 storyline per episode. So
pretty much, yeah. There's not a lot of continuing threads. Maybe there'll be like 1 that'll carry over or something like that, but it wasn't like it was in the old days.
Oh, Pat was saying, I've started Joe Hill's King's Sorrow. Okay.
I have that one. That's a big one.
Yeah, I've read a couple of Joe Hill books, and his writing, at least to me, started going downhill with each book.
Oh, really?
I liked his first one, A Heart-Shaped Box.
Okay.
And then he started really writing like his father.
Yeah.
And I'm going, he hid his identity for so long, or not so long, but enough to get published and recognized.
Yeah.
Until someone said, "Aren't you Stephen King's son?" And one of the books I read, I think it was The Fireman, had just so many parallels to his father's books. I'm going like, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
But I'll have to listen to Pat. If Pat says King's Sorrow is good, I might have to listen to it.
I've heard that.
I'm not sure I'm going to dig a book about dragons, though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Dragons don't float my boat usually.
Maybe.
Homes on the Range by Steve Hawkinsmith was his first read.
Cool.
Reading The Way Station by Clifford D. Simak and Weird Frequencies by my guest booktubers.
Yeah, I'd like to get a copy of A Weird Frequency.
Yeah.
It's bucks on Amazon. Not much.
Excuse me.
Booktubers.
Beautiful book, MJ. Really love it. I think she's talking about The Boy, the Mole.
Is she talking about V?
Or V, maybe that one.
Oh, she's probably talking about that one.
Also reading George MacDonald's Fantasies and Arthur Macken's Three Imposters.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a copy of
It's
Boy
so
and the Mole.
good.
I totally agree. It's excellent.
And there's actually, I don't know if it's out or not, but there's a cartoon. I mean, all the illustrations are done by the author. I haven't watched it, but it's the same as if you're doing the audiobook, like an animated show.
Okay.
It's wonderful. I think this is the 5th time that I've read it in 5 years. Just really good. Constance
is reading 2 short stories. We'll start Spring Snow any minute. Such a beautiful cover.
Nice.
I'm just finishing Warlord of Mars by Edgar Rice Burroughs. This is Gareth. I've read a couple of Edgar Rice Burroughs, and now that Michael K. Vaughan is probably not listening, I'm totally nonplussed by Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Yeah.
I read stories and going like, they're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was advanced for, I guess, groundbreaking in the day of 1912, but the thing is, when I was rereading The War of the Worlds, it really held as a contemporary style of story. Yes, the characters are in horse-drawn carriages and there's no electricity, no telephone, but the storytelling was thoroughly modern.
Mm-hmm.
When I read Edgar Rice Burroughs, I just said, this story is dated.
Didn't you write all the Tarzan stuff?
Yeah.
I did write Tarzan. No, I have never read Tarzan, so maybe I should try Tarzan one day.
I think I have one Tarzan, I think, or one Conan. I have one something.
No, Conan's Robert E. Howard, not. All right. About a third of the way through, and it's wonderful so far, Pat. Okay. He might be talking about King Sorrow.
Solomon, yeah.
I finished the Japanese book Village of Eight Graves. I understand now why it started the Who mystery genre in Japan.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Gareth, I'm going to read some Ballard before starting the first Le Guin. Yeah, Gareth and I are supposed to be reading the whole collected stories of J.G. Ballard, but it's sort of like stalled, and we got to kick that into gear.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Machine Stops is so good. I wonder if Foster wrote any other science fiction. I don't think he did. Warlord of Mars is great stuff. So old Jeff, I guess, disagrees with me about Edgar Rice Burroughs being a little stodgy, but okay. I've started The Rise of Athens, my first book for Storthon 2026. I also started The Intelligent Life, trying to get more into philosophy and life in general. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. I have a book on Caesar that I want to read for Storthon, a biography of Caesar.
Nice.
Well, it's sort of a strange segue, but I wanted to read a biography of Augustus by the same author. He was the emperor after. No, Caesar. The one point, then Augustus. No, yeah, Caesar, then Augustus, then Claudius. Because I'm going to be reading the novel, or rereading the novel Augustus by John Williams this year, and I wanted to get a biography of the real Augustus in before I reread that book. And I was rereading the comments because the author is Adrian Goldsworthy, and they say you really have to read Caesar before you read the biography of Augustus, because it's sort of building off the previous emperor.
Got it.
And Lee kindly sent me a paperback copy of Augustus. No, sorry, Caesar to read. So I'm gonna read that, and then I'll pick up Augustus, and then read the John Williams Augustus later in the year.
Nice.
Give me Caesar.
So the War Doctor was in the new Who. John Hurt.
John Hurt. That's it.
He's a big name actor, though. He was.
I don't know.
Or am I thinking it's someone else?
I think you're confusing him with someone else.
William Hurt.
You didn't think William Hurt.
But John Hurt's.
You might know his face, you know, but yeah. Didn't
he play Winston Smith in a version of 1984?
I don't know.
I decay on that too.
Someone will in the comments will probably know. The War Doctor is played by John Hurt and is in the new. And okay, they're all talking about the War Doctor. John Hurt is one of the best actors of all time.
That's a high accolade.
Yeah,
I think Gareth is. Am I thinking of the same guy? That John Hurt was a pretty big. No, he's sort of faded over time. He's kind of aged out.
He might be big in England. Maybe he's not big over here.
Constance, will you please explain about Disney and Doctor Who, Gareth? Get an answer. The BBC and Disney did a deal and made the last 2 seasons of Doctor Who together, but then Disney pulled out recently, so it's just the BBC again, like the old days. Okay.
Is Doctor Who going back on BBC, or is Disney going to be showing it?
No.
How do you watch it anymore? I used to watch it on BBC America on Sunday night. Can't do that. Or Saturday night. Can't do that anymore.
All right. Greg, I haven't read the earlier Joe Hill novels, but this one is excellent. I've heard great reviews on BookTube, and I've also read really positive reviews. Well, that's the best way to go in fresh, not having an opinion.
Correct. Correct.
Horns is my favorite Joe Hill.
Yeah.
I quit during the Fireman too.
Mm-hmm.
I've only read Nosferatu.
Oh, here's Chris. I know it's blasphemy, but I'm not a huge fan of Edgar Rice Burroughs either.
Blasphemy.
All right.
Well, it's all right to be a blasphemer. I like it.
Blasphemer.
Oh, Greg, I'm enjoying ERB, but he's not a patch on H.G. Wells.
He's not a patch on H.G. Wells.
Here's a question for you from Fred MJ. Are you still reading from your Kobo Libra Color? Do you read more physical or digital books?
Yes, I am still reading it. I just finished an ARC earlier in the week. I keep it handy right here. It's like a Timex. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. No issues. Nothing wrong with it. I still have my Scribe. I still have my Kindle. And I balance. So all of my vintage paperbacks, you can't get e-copies for a lot of these. So I read the physical. And if I have the physical on my shelf, I'll read that during the day. And then if I have an e-copy or from the library, I'll read that at night. So I'm balanced. I'm a balanced reader. And then I do audiobooks too. So when I'm doing chores around the house, audiobooks are fantastic.
I whenever I do chores, my wife
laundry, audiobook.
I'm on, and she tries to talk to me, and I'm going like, "Stop playing," and talk.
Yep.
And...
Or I'll have my little Bluetooth speaker, so you can hear the sound going around the house.
Oh, here Zach says the first Tarzan was okay. I thought the second one was terrible. At the Earth's Core was kind of I read the Edgar Rice Burroughs At the Earth's Core, 3 of them. And of all the Edgar Rice Burroughs books I read, those were the best. Because that's just, there's a whole world in the center of the earth,
Yeah.
I know it's ridiculous science, but who cares?
That's fun.
Jeff, I grew up reading Edgar Rice Burroughs, so his stuff will always hold a special place in my heart. Great writer too. But he could really spin a cracking adventure yarn. There's Gareth. John Hurt is an absolute legend. He played the Elephant Man and so many other great performances. I think he did the 1984 movie version that I was thinking of. I keep thinking that. Question for all 3 of you. Do you enjoy going to bookstores, buying a coffee, and sitting there browsing a couple of books? My wife and I did that recently, and it was very relaxing.
Yeah, people watching through the windows, or at Powell's, they have a cafe just remodeled a year or 2 ago. I meet people there like for the first time, like just to find out if they're readers and that.
I can't buy any books, so I'm trying to avoid going to bookstores, but I will go to a coffee shop. And I told myself, since I'm on vacation this week, I'm going to go with my little portable typewriter, and I'm going to write. I'm just going to sit and drink coffee in an afternoon and just write in that environment.
Oh, coolio. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
people do it at my local Barnes & Noble all the time. They'll be there when doors open. They have their laptop set up, and they've got their copies all arranged.
All I have in my area is a Barnes & Noble, and I really just don't like Barnes & Noble selection. They're just, basically it's what's popular and new, a little bit of backlist, but
their horror section isn't bad. Mine is actually decent, I will say.
The one where I am has 2 half shelves, about that high. Not full hang, and then just 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. I mean, that's not a huge selection. So
yeah, no, we have a whole. There's like a nice horror section.
I don't know. I would not spend a lot of time in a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, that's all I got. Really,
That's all I got too.
I know.
Yeah, we have one in a mall out here.
Yeah,
I like the big things that they have on display. The big painted copies of books.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have the Sound and the Fury. I always take a selfie by it for Faulkner and August.
Yeah, I will say for the Barnes and Noble company, in 2026, I think they're opening 60 new brick and mortar stores, which is kind of awesome.
60?
60. Yeah. There's a huge upswing. So that's actually nice to see instead of, bookstores closing, even though it's a larger retailer, it's still not Amazon,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good news.
John Hurt was a big name actor. He was the Elephant Man. Also, the victims of the alien chest bursting scene.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Duncan.
Hey, Duncan. Yeah, I forgot to say hi. And John Hurt was indeed Winston Smith in 1984. Fabulous actor. He's the guy who had the baby. Oh, another one mentioned that scene. Thank you, Gareth. Perfectly explained. My ancient Rome book is Agrippa, the most extraordinary woman of the Roman world by Emma Southern.
Nice.
I have a book by Emma Southern. Hold on.
Agrippa.
It's so funny that Greg is like, I have a book by Emma Southern, and he knows exactly where it's at, and he goes to get it. I love it.
This is a gift from Lee that I have to read. It's a history of the Roman Empire in 21 women.
Ooh, I love that.
The story of this is great.
I love that.
I think Emma Southern or someone was in an ancient Roman class, and one of them says, "Well, why don't you talk about the women of ancient Rome?"
Yeah.
And the professor says there are no important women in ancient Rome
because they've been written out of history. They are there.
They are there, and
they are there.
Found 21 of them.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. Probably won't appear on Disney, but wherever you get your BBC stuff, that is the BBC America. Okay.
Yeah, they don't show a lot of shows on our BBC America, though. It's mostly news. It's, I think I just get BBC News. I don't get BBC America anymore.
Yep, a lot of people mentioning John Hurt was in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. He was Hellboy's father, too. John Hurt was awarded a CBE too, not quite a Sir, but almost. Nightshade, I really miss Borders. I worked for Borders for like 7 years when I was in my 20s. And what's funny is Borders used to be an independent bookstore.
Yeah.
It was owned by Thomas and Lewis Borders.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then one day we were coming in, there was a Sunday night meeting, they announced all employees must show up. And we showed up and they say, we've been bought by Kmart.
Wow.
And that's when Borders became the really huge stores that it became.
Yeah.
But when I worked there was a store in Rockville, Maryland, and you had 5 registers up front. And during the highlight of the weekend, all 5 registers were going. Mm-hmm. And you had lines like 40 people long.
Wow.
That's nice.
It was amazing because there was no Amazon.
Right.
You couldn't order books. You really couldn't order books online.
Right.
And it was the only store within 100 miles or more that was remotely like it.
Yeah.
So you'd get people coming in from West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it because I eventually started working in their special orders department. That's when they did. No book is in the store, and you order it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was ordering 50 books a day.
Wow.
At least.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But they sort of went downhill after they got bought by Kmart.
Yeah, they kind of went poppy.
Well, what happened was that they had a philosophy of book selling. They say, you want to stock those books, rare books, that will sell 1, maybe 2 copies a year if you're lucky. Because people will drive 100 miles to get that book. And then once you're in the store, well, I've come this far, I'm going to buy more books along with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked like a charm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then once you became the big box store, it's like Barnes and Noble, not as interesting.
Right. But at least it's something.
At least it was something.
Yeah. I remember we used to have Walden Books, and we used to have B. Dalton. So we had 2 bookstores in my mall.
We also had a Brentano's.
I never heard of that.
Me neither.
But I just remember going in, and I remember it was when The Stand was released, and I was fascinated with the cover on The Stand, and I'm like, what is that about?
Huh?
It was like, yeah, it was very cool. And I would always go to the fantasy section and like look at all the dragons and stuff.
Yeah, I like our mall. We had Walden's, and what was the other one you mentioned?
B. Dalton?
Yeah, B. Dalton we had.
B. Dalton was fun. That was my favorite. But then you had Walden Books. That was like my mom's favorite.
well, B. Dalton and Walden's were basically mall stores, as I remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a much smaller selection, and
mm-hmm.
They tore our big mall down in Toledo.
Yeah, ours doesn't have much at all anymore.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the mall out here is called the Lloyd Center. They have a nice skating rink in it. It was high. I cut through it when I go to that neighborhood, like from the train. Cut through it. But it's still going. They have like pop-up stores there too.
Cool.
Yeah. But
more stores. People need to read more books. Did you see that statistic that came out?
No.
That most Americans have not read even 1 book, and the average American maybe 2, maybe
1 or 2 books a year.
Yeah, but most haven't read anything. That's sad. That's sad.
It is sad, but they're watching movies, I guess. Yeah,
I know, but books are fun.
They are, but it's a hard sell for some people.
Yeah. They need to have celebrities like holding books and paparazzi photos, and maybe that'll get the kids to read.
Well, I've been thinking about this. Is part of the reason I think readership is going down, and I know if I make a video, I'll get slammed on this, is that there's so many young adult books now, and you're handed as a young adult book. And you get taught that reading is something you do in school and when you're young. And then when you grow up, well, I'm grown up now. I don't have to read books anymore.
Yeah, no.
And you don't transfer over from the young person's reading to adult reading.
Right. Well, reading is for pleasure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people like us grabbed us when we were young. It just... ever since I was young, if I wasn't reading, I felt like I was wasting time.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. My sister-in-law, she read a book last year. So my niece asked me, she's like, Aunt MJ, what can I get my mom? I said, how about you get her a book? Because I'll push books on everybody. So she got one of the popular ones that like the chick lit stuff, the Marriage Proposal or something like that. And like that week, my sister-in-law texted me and she's like, I absolutely know why you read now. I am so relaxed. My daughter's out. My husband's working. I'm just here with a glass of wine reading my book. And I said, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And she got it.
Cool.
But I don't think she read anything since.
I have an acquaintance. He's kind of a friend of mine, but he says reading makes him fall asleep. I said,
At night, it makes me fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. When do you read? I asked him. Well, at nighttime, we'll try reading like when you have energy, or you got to get a book that you look forward to going back to. You can look at the clock and it says like, well, I don't know, midnight, and you look again, it's 3. What happened to the time?
Now, see, Alan, I'm in bed at that time of night. I'm not awake.
And,
yeah. That's why I wake up early. I wake up early to read.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You don't write when you get up immediately?
No. No. My brain's not moving. Like, I think noon is a great time for me to write, and then after work is a great time for me to write. Morning, everything's processing.
Yeah, there's a coffee shop at Spitting District. Well, 2. There's like a bakery. Man, there's 2 bakeries on the other side, but there's a coffee shop I could go to. They have chairs, and it looks really inviting.
Yeah.
Just feel like your journal or, ideas, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about writing something that you're working on, right?
Yeah, short stories. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of books have been written like that. Poetry.
I heard a story that John Grisham, when he was a struggling lawyer and struggling author, not published, wrote Presumed Innocent when he was on the subway going to work.
No, I believe it.
I heard that he would get up like an hour early in the morning and just to write the firm.
Could be.
Yeah, I get that. That's just not for me. I gotta set my day right.
I like anecdotes about how writers write.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get to this book by Pat sent me last Christmas. It's like a coffee table book. I'm afraid to spell coffee on it or something. It's called The Works. The work of art, rather. It was in Obama's top 10 books, but it's all about creativity and personal stories and examples of like people's manuscripts. And I did read, and it's all kinds of Louis Gluck, the poet I read, but like Gay Talese is in it, Michael Cunningham, George Sanders, but there's like artists too.
Nice.
Screenwriters, all kinds of stuff. Need to get to that.
I'm just scrolling through some of the comments that are sort of repetitive about how they love B. Daltons and all that stuff. So
yeah,
I'm not reading out every comment because
yeah,
my voice is going.
Reading them, Greg.
What?
You do a good job at reading it.
You do
better than I could ever do. But yeah,
you do just fine, Alan.
The what? Well, I can't see. One.
I said you do just fine.
I'm a myopic. I'm always going like, doo, doo, doo.
You make a valid point about celebrity endorsement. As a kid in the 90s, there were things like Michael Jordan reading a book or Pee Wee Herman. Celebrities aren't character. I mean, I guess it's me, but
I have David Bowie right there in the poster for American Library Association with the word "read" on top. That killed that. When I saw that when I was a kid, I'm like, books are cool. Like books are cool. And then when he died, they re-released it, and my husband got it for me for Christmas.
Cool.
So they need to pour, some funding, whatever the situation is with funding or whatever, or pass books off to celebrity agents and be like, yo, take a couple paparazzi pictures with the book. Let's get kids reading again.
LeVar Burton can't do everything.
Right.
He's like the only one LeVar Burton's a reading fundamental guy.
Well, there's a comment right here. And of course, LeVar Burton hosting Reading Rainbow. We lost that.
But Reading Rainbow is back. It's back online.
Is he still the host or someone else hosting it?
No. There's actual librarian, I think, that hosts it. But Reading Rainbow is back online.
And then
YouTube. I think it's YouTube.
Reese Witherspoon does have a book club that's kind of popular.
Yeah, but I think there's like not like a negative connotation, but like the books with Jenna and the Reese Witherspoon book club, like I get it, and I think it's great for people that love those type of books, but I usually shy away from their picks because
if you know, like sometimes I have an in-person book group and they suggesting books and they go a Jenna book club pick. Well, no.
I don't know the picks, so I just kind of mentioned that, but I Oprah's turned me on to a lot of good books, so Oprah has.
Yeah, I just hate the marketing of it, and they'll put a big sticker on it that says book club, Jenna book club. Like, you don't need that, you know? We really don't need that.
Well, they're trying to pitch like this celebrity status, like, oh, Jenna's a celebrity. I'll read what she reads.
Yeah, well, Reese Witherspoon also has a production company, and a lot of the books that she picks, she turns into shows and movies. So it's more,
like
you know.
Crawdad Sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which was a good book. I love that book.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the movie though. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Zach, kids these days are functionally illiterate. The U.S. education systems do not educate anymore.
No, it's really tough.
Well, I saw a great video about that. Is that schools, when they're teaching reading, are teaching to be able to answer test questions.
Oh.
So when they have reading comprehension, they're not assigning a book to read. They're assigning an excerpt. So you can read that excerpt and say, I understand this excerpt. They're not teaching the whole book. I think Pat was talking about that.
Yeah.
And I know some other channel that I watched recently was talking about that. So you might get through a lot of school and not be assigned a whole book to read.
Yeah, that's wild.
Crazy.
So let me tell you a quick story. So my husband is a basketball coach, and at the school where he's a basketball coach, he sent me a picture, and I'm like, what's this? It's a vending machine full of books, but they use them as like a positive reinforcement type thing. So the kids earn tokens for whatever, and then they get to spend them in this vending machine for books, which is so cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And it's all middle grade stuff, which is awesome. And the vending machine is huge. It's like two like Coke machines put together. Like, it's massive.
All right.
Really neat.
Yeah, that sounds
whatever gets them to pick up a book.
Yeah.
And get lost in whatever story or whatever's happening.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, that's my taxpayer dollars.
I'm really enjoying Staying Gold, the oral history of The Outsiders.
Love The Outsiders. Such a good book.
Marlboros and Cokes.
Yeah, Stay Gold, Pony Boy.
So here's a question for you from Constance. How are you finding short stories, MJ? The writing of it, I mean.
It's interesting because I took 2 more classes in October and November. And you know, I went in knowing what I wrote, and I came out realizing that I could write so much more. So I went in as a horror person, you know, a dystopian, you know, those are the things that I like to write about. And I came out with like books on relationships and stuff like that, you know, so more of like a, I don't know, like a Lily Rose or, you know, is that her name? I don't even know. But something of like a more modern writer talking about, you know, different situations going on. And there was one story that I worked on for the entire class that was 6 weeks. And I was like, this could be something, you know, but totally like outside of what you think that I would write.
So how many stories have you officially published so far?
2. Just 2. Yeah, because I haven't sent anything else in. I'm very nervous about that stuff.
And both of those were you in the Garbagast?
The first one, and then Juan's fundraiser that he did last year.
Oh, that's one I read. The other one that I read.
Yeah.
You had an article.
Which the one with the hair?
The hair?
The hair.
Oh yeah. The
Murder by
God, I can't think of the name.
That was Wands, wasn't it?
The Medusa. Yeah.
That was in Wands.
No, that was in Ollie's. Wands was the character Charlie, and Charlie with the magical tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jess has to go. Well, good night, Jess. You're probably gone already, but good night, Jess.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay, that's the end of the comments. Yay.
There we go. And we did a good job. An hour and 35 minutes.
Hour and 35 minutes.
You lasted,
Cool.
Greg.
All right. So let's wrap it up.
Sounds good.
Any last statements?
No, it was wonderful hanging out with you guys.
It was great having you here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Make sure that everybody gives us a like. Make sure everybody's is subscribed. If you're into fountain pens, journaling, personal development, anything like that, I have another channel that I just rebranded called Slow Stationery. And that's what we do over there. It used to be Planning This Life, and now it's Slow Stationery. So, but it's very different, and I like being in between two communities that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said watching your other channel all the time because she's like pens and journaling and.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun.
I have a nice fountain pen I like. Maybe I'll get it out and use it for journaling. I have a doing it. Whoa, yeah, I got like a brand new journal right here.
Yeah,
so all around awesome girl.
I like it. And actually, on New Year's Eve, I received a present from one of my viewers over on that channel. And it was a very nice and very expensive fountain pen.
Wow.
And they sent it to me just as thanks for brightening their day and for just the amazing content. And honestly, that's like one of the most generous, purest gifts I ever received.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
The community is great.
It is. I occasionally get books from viewers, and I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And my community over there, believe it or not, they're our age and older.
Oh, I believe
mostly in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah, they prefer the finer things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But very cool. So yeah, stop on by and check it out.
All right. Well, everyone, MJ, thanks. Alan, we got Raf next week.
Yes, from Germany.
From Germany.
Determine the time, probably a special time.
It's going to be either 2 or 3 my time.
Okay, so
8 or 9 his time.
Yeah. That's good.
Nice.
Everyone, say good night.
Good night, everybody.